What I love about rent to rent and why I think you can incorporate this into your property investing journey is the flexibility that it offers you. This isn't a 9 to 5 job. You know, some people say to me, oh, I don't really want to get into rent to rent. I don't want to be a property manager. Listen, if you own properties, you're probably going to be a property manager. If you have a letting agent or a serviced accommodation management team managing your properties, at some point you're still going to have to manage those companies and those teams to get the results that you want. Nobody will look after your properties, unfortunately, as good as you will, because it's your business. Nobody will run your business as well as you. Now, some people may be able to run it well, but it'll never be as good as what you actually want. To maximize your profits, you're better off having an eye on the prize, so to speak, an eye on the properties. Now, the flexibility of it is that, yes, sometimes we may have somebody call us in an evening with a problem. Okay, that's fine, but you can outsource that. You can find a maintenance company that covers the area that are happy to take out of hours calls. I have this so that I can sleep well at night. If there's a problem in one of my properties, they call my maintenance company, then deal with it. I sleep well. I don't even find out about it until the next day. We know it's all in hand. Our tenants are looked after, and that's the same with our guests as well that stay in our serviced accommodation units. So you can systemize the business. There's a reason why I've called the Rent to Rent Business Builder and the Ultimate Serviced Accommodation Business Builder is to systemize businesses. Stop looking at this as a hobby or as an old landlord. Stop listening to people out there as well that are telling you that you have to do everything. You have to run around and wear all the caps. You can systemize this business relatively quickly. Yes, you are going to have to put work into it. Yes, it's not all going to land in your lap and be as easy as a lot of people make out. You are going to have to put hard work, effort, blood, sweat and tears, as I always say. But once you've set this up, once you've got some deals, once you've put a team in place, you can then take a step backwards. I would say never take a step backwards so far that you're not still overseeing what people are doing and keeping an eye on things, but you don't have to micromanage these things. You put the systems in place and then people can perform for you. In the very beginning, it may be you doing it all. But I'd say once you get to a handful of properties, it's very, very easy to start systemizing and start paying people to do that for you. And I hear you all say, crikey, paying people? I haven't even got a deal yet. I was the same. I got to 6 properties and before I started to look up and think, oh, do you know what? I actually need some help with all of this. I left it too late, which is why I now help and show people how to systemize their business as early as possible, to have virtual assistants to be able to deal with the tenants, to be able to deal with complaints for you. And it's not very often now that I actually speak to a tenant. In fact, I can't remember the last time I actually had a conversation with a tenant because we have people in our teams now that deal with all of this. That's not to say I wouldn't. There's nothing wrong with doing that sort of thing. And I did everything. Let me just caveat that. I was the guy that spoke to everybody. I was the guy that dealt with everything when I started. It was my business. I built it from the ground up, and now we've managed to systemize it in such a manner that I don't have to go out there and speak to everybody. But as I say, I would if I had to as well. It's not something I'd say, oh no, I'm never speaking to a tenant again. I've got no problems with anything like that. But you can build the systems in there, okay? And that is very, very important for you.